Good morning, everyone. I got a late text from my wonderful, beautiful pastor and my first lady to share my testimony today. And I stand today before you broken, like broken. Of course, I'm not going to tell my pastor no, because I love this man with all of my heart. And it's nothing like having a pastor that, like God, will pursue you no matter what, no matter how you are not doing what you're supposed to do or how your coming to service has shortened. But he pursues you because of the love that he has for you and because of the gift and the calling that he knows that is on your life. And he don't give up. Sometimes I just be like, will you please lose my number, bruh? Like, I'm going through something right now. Let me go through it and leave me alone. I'll call you when everything's good, but now Pastor might call you, and I can't thank you enough. And I can't thank you enough for yet pursuing me, no matter what. But with that being said, as I stand here broken, I was just asking God yesterday and today, and I broke down back there like, Lord, I don't deserve to be up there. And he's like, do you not have a testimony? Have I not brought you through time after time after time? So because you feel like you're broken right now, have I not been faithful? Have I not loved you? Have I not pursued you in the midst of and in spite of? And I was like, okay, Lord, like, chillax. I know that, And I was just like, okay, Lord, what do you want me to say? Okay, which testimony would you like for me to share with your people today? And that is, as I said when I started, I'm broken. And God reminded me of the jigsaw puzzle. And that, we pour out those puzzles and we look at all the pieces, and it can be overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming because you can normally get them edges done because they sort of are the easy part, but when you start trying to put that stuff together in the middle, sometimes it just don't come together. You may put something together, and it's like, that's got to go with that, but then next thing you know, that doesn't go with that. The colors don't match up. Everything just doesn't match up. And so a lot of you know that I've dealt with depression and bipolar, disorder for a majority of my life. And a few years ago, well, I'll say about 2, I was on like 7 different medications. And I stand here before you today, medication free. Now, with that being said, don't get me wrong. Don't think that Satan doesn't attack me. As I said, I'm broken right now. Doesn't mean that I don't go through different situations and circumstances that make me feel like, did God heal me? But the devil is a lie. I know that I'm healed. When you know that you know that you know that you're healed, when you are able to put down them cigarettes, when you're able to get up out that bed, when you're able to continue to move, when things seem like I should be asleep right now. I really, really want to sleep right now. I really, really want to shut down right now. But God. So in the midst of all of this, and when I'm not taking this medication now, and I'm like, okay, everything's good, and Satan's like, whoa, chill out. You're getting a little bit too happy, and everything began to hit on my job, and everything began to hit with my children. I was going through, having to call the police. They were running away. They were doing drugs. Till they were at the church, and we calling the police, and people were praying for them. And it was just like one thing after another. And Satan was like, are you sure you're healed? Are you sure that your God healed you? Are you sure? But I made it through, saints, like with everything. My son is back in Georgia. He was in a car accident on his way back to Georgia, but God spared his life. He was okay. We made it through. And in the midst of that, God gave me another job where I'm making double digits, more than any double digits that I've ever made. And I'm working with children, because I'm not going to put y'all all up in my business, because I know y'all want to know, but I'm not telling y'all. But in the midst of that, like I said, I had been trying to get this job, and it's working with children my children's age. And they're like in rehab, behavioral, they've been on drugs, they've been raped, they've been mistreated by their parents, whatever the case may be. But this program is to keep them from going to jail and serving their full sentence. So our program is like six months long. And so I'm sort of a CO/youth leader / glorified babysitter, but neither here nor there. I enjoy what I do, and I'm teaching these kids. So I was on Section 8, for 8 years? 8 years, on the system for 8 years. Well, I was on food stamps and whatever, and medical longer than that. But in the midst of getting this job, in the midst of getting this healing, all of this stuff is happening. And I just was like, okay, Lord, I'm ready to get up out of this house that is a slumlord house, and I'm ready to move forward. But, you always have that little bit of fear there. Well, what if, what if the depression comes back? And what if you quit your job again? And how are you going to pay that rent? And if you don't have a job, then Section 8 will kick in and they'll pay what you can't pay. And that fear was always, just knocking, right there, just whispering. And I was just like, look, plenty of people do it. I'm healed, and I'm going to keep this job, and I'm going to pay for this rent, and it's going to be okay. So me and my kids moved out, and we got all new furniture, everything. My place is nice. It hasn't been in 7 years because I just was depressed. And so we are in a new place, new job. Zion just got her license yesterday, 2 days ago. So she's driving my truck nonstop. And I just was, just looking at God that in spite of, even though I feel like I don't deserve it, he still loves me. He's still putting those puzzle pieces together no matter what I do. Don't get me wrong. I know what things that I'm not supposed to be doing, and I know things that I should be doing, but he still loves me. And my daughter was like, Mom, it's just like with us. You still love us. No matter how many times we mess up, no matter how many times I don't do the dishes or I don't clean my room, no matter how many times you have to get on me, right? It's an unconditional love, and you still love us. Daniel has done everything under the sun to you, but you still love him and can't wait to see him. That's the same way God loves you. So that is my testimony, and I leave you with this. No matter how many times we mess up and we think, we're done, God's done with us, he's never done. He's forever pursuing us. He will never give up on us, because one thing that is different from us and some other people, we were destined to be here this morning. Everyone under the sound of my voice was destined to be here this morning. This is not coincidence or, oh my gosh, I just decided I wanted to get up and go to church this morning. No. You were destined to be here this morning. So therefore you are marked. And once you're marked, that means you are set apart. And so what God has to do with you, he's going to do regardless of your slip-ups, your mess-ups, and whatever else you may think that you have failed at. I turned around this morning and I told my daughter, I said, I feel like a failure. I've been doing this for 40-something years. Like I should have it by now. But if I don't go through nothing, how am I supposed to help you, sir, when I tell you you can do it no matter what you messed up on, no matter how you came and went, no matter, you can make it because God has got it.